Welcome back to the channel. Today we're making Jamaican oxtail and butter bean. I season my oxtail with Old Bay seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, pimento allspice seasoning, black pepper, garlic, yellow onion, green onion, ginger, thyme, and I also add some carrots. I do not go out and buy oxtail seasoning because this is not a recipe that I cook very often. And here I have my butter bean. Normally I would use a Grace butter bean, but this Goya is just as good. It's gluten free, so this is what we're using today. And you can use Lima bean if you cannot get any of these brands. Now I have some chopped garlic. I have a scotch bonnet pepper. I have my browning, because I never normally like to season my oxtail with the browning. I usually put it later. And I have some fresh thyme. So go ahead and press the like button and let's get this started. Today I'm using vegetable oil. So I heat my pan on medium to high, and I'm gonna add my garlic. Give it a nice aroma. And then I have separated the oxtail from the seasoning, and I'm going to brown the oxtail. I'm going to brown the oxtail. So I'm just going to go ahead and brown the oxtail on both sides. Now my oxtail is nice and brown on both sides. So we're going to move on to the next step. So I'll just show you in a minute what we do next. So I've removed my oxtail, my brown oxtail, to my pressure cooker. And I'm going to add water. And I'm going to allow that to cook under pressure for 12 to 14 minutes. 12 to 14 minutes, and then we'll continue with the next process. Now that the pressure is released from the pressure cooker, I'm gonna check to see if my oxtail is cooked to the point at which I want it. I don't want it to be too soft at this point because we have some more minutes of cooking left to do. But I did go ahead and give it some more time. Give it a little bit more time, apart from the original 14 minutes that I was giving it. I gave it another 15 minutes because when I checked, it was not cooked, but now it's all good. So this is one of the reasons why I don't really cook oxtail, for two reasons. I really don't fool around meat, and then this process is just too long, but it's worth it. In the end, you're going to see that it's worth it. So now I'm gonna transfer back my oxtail to my pot, and then we're gonna get the rest of ingredients going. Now I'm gonna add my browning, just enough to give it that nice brown color. I added 2 tablespoons of water to half a teaspoon of the browning, because I don't want to use too much browning to get it bitter. So if we need a little bit more, we could always add it later, but that seemed good enough for now. Now I'm gonna add my other seasoning and veggies. I'm going to allow that to cook for about 10-15 minutes. Should be good. And the last thing, I'm not gonna add my butter bean yet because it is already cooked. All we need to do is to just put it in for it to get warm. So I'm gonna leave that to the very end. So I'm gonna leave this to cook for about 10 minutes. Wow, look at that. Look at that. So let me add some my scotch bonnet pepper, which is optional, and I'm gonna add some fresh thyme. And then we're still gonna allow it to cook down to a nice gravy before we go ahead and add the butter beans. Wow, look at that. So now I can add my beans because it's now down to a nice gravy. But I'll just take out this for a minute so that it don't get. Now I can add my beans. And stir it up. And then we're just gonna allow that to simmer. Stir it up. And allow it to simmer for a little, just so that the beans can get warm. And now the best ever Jamaican oxtail and butter bean is ready. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and tell me in the comment section what you think about this recipe. And this is what your typical Jamaican oxtail and bean dinner looks like. Enjoy! See you in the next video.